As we celebrate the month of Mary, we now join with the parishes of our country and with other countries, including our bishop, to renew our consecration to Mary. But first, what does it mean to consecrate ourselves to Mary? Let me explain. First, God alone consecrates. To consecrate means to make holy. God creates us and sets us apart to be transformed into his image and likeness. We have been consecrated by our baptism, and our promises, or those made for us by our parents, are to follow Jesus and the commands of God. The consecration we are talking about now is our response to God's call. It is our desire to be dedicated to God and to strive for holiness. It is a renewal of our baptismal promises to love God and to love our neighbor. When we consecrate ourselves to Mary, we are actually consecrating ourselves to Jesus through Mary. We are bonding ourselves to Mary because her whole job is to lead us to her son, Jesus. Just as Mary walked with her son, Jesus, on his journey to the cross, through this consecration, we accept Mary's motherly care and protection as she promises to walk with us on our journey following Jesus. Now, how can we call Mary our mother? The Youth Catechism, number 85, tells us that the reason we can call Mary our mother is because of the gospel we just read. Jesus, as one of the last acts on the cross, entrusts his mother to the Apostle John. The church has always understood that when Jesus says, "Woman, behold your son, behold your mother," he entrusts the whole church to Mary. Therefore, Mary is our mother now. We may call upon her and ask for her help. And there's a great follow-up question in the Youth Catechism number 148 asks, can Mary really help us? It explains that good mothers always stand up for their children, and certainly this mother does. She demonstrated this by interceding for the couple who ran out of wine at the wedding feast of Cana. She protected them from embarrassment. And then she was found praying with the disciples in the upper room and awaiting the coming of the Holy Spirit in the beginning of the Acts of the Apostles. We can picture her comforting the disciples in the confusion and uncertainty after the death of Jesus. The movie Mary of Nazareth, which is available on form.org, and I really highly recommend watching it. This movie has a scene where Mary calms down the fearful disciples with a story. She tells of how Joseph and Mary lost Jesus in Jerusalem when he was just 12. And they were so worried, but they found Jesus in the temple 3 days later. When she questions Jesus, he responds, "Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I had to take care of my Father's business?" And at that moment in the movie, Mary Magdalene runs in and announces Jesus is alive. We recognize in this scene that Mary's serenity comes from that decision she made all those years ago when she consecrated herself to God's will with the words, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word." Mary lived that promise every day through all the uncertainty and distress. She never wavered. Even in the pain of watching her son die on the cross, she trusted God's plan until the day she saw her Son risen. Today, we consecrate ourselves to Jesus through Mary, in hope that we may inherit our mother's unwavering dedication, and maybe some of her serenity and peacefulness too. We trust that she will always protect us and guide us, and with her prayers and love as our children, until we stand next to her in the presence of her risen Son.